How's it guys? Welcome back to part 2 of my unique spots video. And before we get started, I just want to say thank you to this gentleman. He let me know about a spot here on Sura that I had no idea existed, and I never would have found it, because when you look at the map, it's in this square here, C5. This little vague symbol here, I never would have noticed that, to be honest. So let's quickly go have a look at that before we move on to the next lake. I will see you guys when I get there. Right, we are here. Here is the spot. See, it's not actually a building. It is a beehive. Apiary. Let's see what they have. Okay, I've got honey. I don't know whether that's cheaper than the normal price in the shop. I'm not sure. That's pretty cool. And we have meat. It's always nice to get some liquor to pump that experience. That's pretty cool. So thank you once again for letting me know about the area. And let's go have a look at the next location. Alright guys, welcome to Ladoga Lake. This place has one unique spot, which is the store over here. This is the beluga store. This is a really unique store in that it only sells beluga items. And it also has its own workshop. So if you have beluga items like me, you can come here and you can replace, repair, all that kind of thing. And it is quicker than an ordinary store. So that is the benefit of coming here. And that is the unique spot on Ladoga Lake. So let's move on to the next lake. Alright, we are back and we are now on Amber Lake, the famous carp fishing spot. This has a few interesting spots on it. We will start with the fact that it has 2 tackle stores. Right, one is over here. And the other one is all the way up here. Right here. Strangely enough though, this one doesn't work. It just does this. Loading. Forever. I don't know why it's here, and I don't know why it doesn't work. But that's just one of the quirks of the map, I guess. Right, next up we have another unique store, the Zeman or Zyman, I'm not sure how to pronounce that correctly, store. It has various tackle, rods, reels, even lures. Some nice ocean lures as well. The famous lurker. And it has a workshop as well, so if you have any Zeman reels, you can bring them here. The repairs will be quicker. Alright, on to our next spot. This lake has a very unique method of travel to get around, because this lake is freaking enormous. It takes absolutely forever to get to the other side. And so we have this method of transportation, which is an ATV rather than a boat like we used to on all the other maps. So let's just grab a ticket and I will hop on here. We've got our little quad bike we can drive around. See now, another thing that many people don't know and is unique to this method of transportation and this lake is that the ATV has a radio. So now if you press your middle mouse button, it has music. And you'll see if I jump off, music stops. Jump on, press middle mouse button, has its own little radio. See, you've got some music to listen to while you racing around the lake on your little quad bike. And those are the interesting locations of this map. Let's jump on to the next one. Alright guys, welcome to the Doga Archipelago. Most people just call it Archie. Very interesting water body. It's just tons of water surrounding our little tiny group of islands. And the unique areas here are this place, handmade lure store. Sells all the handmade lures that you can make yourself with the crafting skills. And let me just head down here. The truly unique thing about this place is the boat. You won't see this boat on any other location. It is a speedboat, and it is the first boat on freshwater maps that actually has a fish finder. And that is really needed because the place is absolutely enormous. Oh, can get pretty hard to find fish. Unfortunately, the boat is very expensive. As you can see, 400 silver for 5 days. It's pretty crazy. But the fishing is really good here, so you usually make that back. That's about all there is to this place, so let's move on to the next one. Alright guys, we are now on the unqiue River. Fantastic place to fish. Just really diverse fish species. It doesn't have too many unique places, but one of them is the melons and watermelons carts, where you can buy watermelons and melons, and they're actually really cheap and fill you up quite decently. There's one there, and there's one here. And then the next spot is the handmade lure store over here. As you know, handmade lures. Yeah, that's about all there is, other than the vending machine. Unfortunately, there isn't too much cool stuff here. That place is pretty interesting. Sunken ship or whatever. But yeah, that's about it for unqiue River. Let's move on to the next part. Alright guys, now we are on Copper Lake. There's a few things going on here. First of all, the stores are all these little trailers, which is pretty cool. And the first interesting place is the feed mixers. Little cart here. Unfortunately, these all cost gold coins. But if you do not mind spending some money, very easy way to make stuff. You can just pop in your recipes and to make stuff. Alright, next we have the cafe. This is unique in that it has this normal cafe features, and if you press Y, you can actually buy food. This is the only food you can get here. I like the coffee. It's a bit expensive, but it's useful when you hook into something really massive. Keep that energy up, and you get a little hot dog. Very cool. That is about everything we have for Copper Lake. So let's move on to the next place. Right guys, next up we have the Lower Tunguska River. Most people just call it Tongue. Let's go have a look. This place has a few interesting and unique locations. We shall begin with not that's Sack Store. This one right here. This is called Tunguska Artel. Sell some liquor and some very unique lures that you do not find anywhere else. Should actually try some of these. It'd be interesting. And then everything looks. I love this little village. It looks so cool. We have a very old school vending machine and a very unique ATM. The administration, and we have a handmade lures place. Just the typical handmade lures. And that is that for the Lower Tunguska River. Let's move on to the next place. Right, guys. The next location we are on is the Yama River. Not a whole lot going on. It's kind of like Balea or Balaya, however you pronounce it. It's got the guitar. If you do the notes in the correct order, it gives you that achievement. You can see if you missed that, you can see it in my last video. And what else do we have here? The ATM is just a card machine. We have the cassette player that can make music. And we have this. The administration is a helicopter. I think that's pretty freaking awesome. Oh. But other than that, we do not have any other buildings or anything like that. No. Very interesting and unique place. Anyway, guys, let's move on to the next place. I'll see you there. Alright, guys. Next up, we are in the Norwegian Sea. This has a few interesting things. First up is that it's in Norway. It's not in Russia anymore, which is quite cool. And next up, there are a few little things that are pretty cool. Right, one is this little car here. If you bump it, the alarm goes off. Like to be interfered with. Alright, next up is the boat station. Right, the boat is very expensive, just like Liptoga Archipelago. And we have a bell. I don't know what that's for, but hell, that's fun. Alright, next up we have a rather unique boat. It's very fast, has a fish finder, all the good stuff. Right. And then next is this little crane here that shows the largest fish for your region every day. And here we have a basking shark, 334 kilos. Quite a beast. Then next up we have Bjorn's Bait Shop. It sells you all these unique marine baits. Some of them can actually pay silver for, which is quite nice. But most things cost gold here, unfortunately. Then we have a unique vending machine. Has a set of energy drinks. You really need this if you fish for the large fish here. They just absolutely destroy your energy. So you need these things. Next, grocery store. Ah, yes. Finally, we have the player house. You can purchase it for 44,000, or it looks like it's half off. You can pay some gold if you have that. Let's go have a look. Alright, you can display all of your reels here. I don't think I even have that many reels. You can put rods in here. It has a music player, TV. What else do we have? Oh yeah, it has a large mount, so if you have a giant catfish or a basking shark, it mounts it from the ceiling. And if you have a really big basking shark, it takes up this entire space. That is how big it is. It's absolutely insane. And then there's various points all over the walls that you can put fish, all your trophy fish and whatnot. Base skin. And that is that. That is all the unique locations in the game. Well, that is all the unique locations that I know of. So if you know of any places that I missed, please let me know so that I can go look for it myself and other people can know where it is. If you guys enjoyed these videos, drop a comment. Tell me what you like most about them. Drop me a like and subscribe to my channel. Anyways, guys, I'll see you. Take care.